So the owner-donors, as Senator Nina Turner would say, hold major sway over our political environment, even when it comes to the Supreme Court. This article from the New York Times highlights that. A charity tied to the Supreme Court offers donors access to the justices. Reporting from the New York Times, the charity, the Supreme Court Historical Society, is ostensibly independent of the judicial branch of government, but in reality, the two are inextricably intertwined. The society was founded in 1971 by Chief Justice Warren E. Burger to make the court more welcoming to visitors and to restore dusty old portraits of justices of yore. Every Chief Justice since has served as its honorary chairman. But over the years, the society has also become a vehicle for those seeking access to the 9 of the most reclusive and powerful people in the nation. The justices attend the society's annual black tie dinner soirees, where they mingle with donors and thank them for their generosity, and serve as MCs to more regular society-sponsored lectures or reenactments of famous cases. Logically, the next step here is for us to follow the money. So where does the money go? Reporting from the New York Times again, the society has raised more than $23 million over the last 2 decades. Because of its nonprofit status, it does not have to publicly disclose its donors and declined when asked to do so. But the New York Times was able to identify the sources behind more than $10.7 million raised since 2003. The first year for which relevant records were available. At least 6.4 million, or 60%, came from corporations, special interest groups, or lawyers and firms that argued cases before the court, according to an analysis of archived historical society newsletters and publicly available records that detail grants given to the society by foundations. So if I'm a justice on the Supreme Court and I run into some corporations at this event that's very fancy, and this is kind of like my social club. Now that I'm a Supreme Court justice, it's a little bit difficult to socialize outside of these very exclusive circles. So if someone is giving a ton of money to the Historical Society, they're my friend. I kind of like them. And maybe they also have some vested interest in gaining access to me. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm ruling as to whether or not what their corporation is doing is constitutional or not. It's a conflict of interest. It's clear as day. Jackson, I want to bring you in here.
Well, unfortunately, this is how things are set up. So why would people not take advantage of it? You know, I mean, we're so used to the corruption that these types of stories, you know, like aren't like huge news that like really has everybody up in arms, because this is just another day in the office. And, you know, we just saw, I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head, but one billionaire who basically helped put all 3 of the latest conservative Supreme Court justices on the seat. And then those Supreme Court justices basically just being conservative activists, reversing Roe v. Wade, which doesn't make any sense other than you're just being on the activist side. So, you know, that's what we got now. And because of the way the Supreme Court set up, those people are going to be there for a long time. And we're going to have to deal with them in as many ways as we can. You know, the reversal of Roe v. Wade has led to states doing little things here and little things there, but they still could get prosecuted for it if people get caught. So it's just a huge mess, and it's a result of things just like this.
Yeah, 1,000%. It's just disgusting the way that not only this, but like you said, there are billionaires grooming people for the Supreme Court who are willing to do the bidding of corporate power in the United States once they take their seat on the bench.